Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Wednesday, May 27th. How y'all doing? I'm Gina, Dr. Gina Page, president and co-founder of AfricanAncestry.com. And, sorry. I'm trying to get a little acclimated. So I have a different background. So I'm sparkling today. I don't know what all that stuff in the background is doing, but anyway, I'm happy to be with you today. Welcome on in. We're going to have a good conversation today. I'm trying to see the comments. Okay, here we go. Hey, Lisa. Nice to see you. Zaki's here. Mary's here. Maybe if I bring this closer, it'll be less sizzling going on. All right. Maybe that's helpful. I'm well, Derek. Thank you for asking how I'm doing. I'm well in these times, considering the circumstances. You know, not everybody is doing well at these times. So I appreciate and I'm grateful for the fact that my spirits are high today. Mary's in the house. Mabrini, thank you for those blessings. Lloyd Tyler, hello. Hello, Amos. Monarch King, thank you. I'm happy to be seen. It certainly beats the alternative. So today, someone posted in our company Slack, they asked, what's your word of the day? I'm really sorry about this background, y'all, but we just gonna roll with it. And so my word of the day was grace. What's you all's word of the day? If you had to pick a word for today, what would it be? Joseph Myers, what's your word? Anthony, Tony, Charles, happy to see all of you are here. Solo Finesse, from Senegal, right? You're our Senegalese connection. Let me know what your word of today is. Oh, we got somebody from Uganda. Well, welcome. How do you say welcome? Shout out to Christine St. Ville, who's part of our social media team. She has Ugandan. I think you guys say Ugandan ancestry. And I have to tell her that one of her cousins is on here. Yusuf, welcome to the African Ancestry family. Lithonia, Georgia's in the house. Christopher, hello. Peace. Monarch says your word. Is that your word for the day? Peace. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Manelik. Unity. Amos, I like that. That's your word for the day. Mabrini's word is peace. These are really good words. I think we need peace. I think we need unity. We need some healing. Whew, we need so many things. And I think it all starts with grace. You just have to remember that everybody's going through something. And so you just have to take a deep breath when you're feeling conflicted. Just take a breath before you react. Just think before you speak. Just be patient. Yes, ancestors, journey. Definitely a journey. Joseph, you got multiple words. Be grateful for your life. Okay. Kareem, hello. Love. Victoria, very nice word of the day. Legacy. I'm loving it. Resilient. We definitely are resilient. If the current state of events doesn't teach you anything, it's that we're resilient. Justice. We need that. Grateful. Love it. 2 people said grateful. 2 people have said peace. So we're all on the same accord here. Thank you for joining me and for sharing those words of the day. Those are inspiring words. And I think we should do this every week. Let's add that as a segment. So South Africa is celebrating its Independence Day this month, on Sunday, May 31st. So shout out to all the South Africans who are celebrating independence from Britain, from Great Britain. Menelik, come on. We are welcome to have you. We welcome you as a member of the African Ancestry family. You're definitely part of this Facebook community, so I'm glad to have you. Organize and love. Oh, shout out to Tony Bowie Smith. Just received his results yesterday, and he shares ancestry with the Yoruba, living in Nigeria today. Congratulations. Do we have any Nigeria folks on the live tonight? I know Cameroon is here. I know Sierra Leone is here. Congratulations. Welcome to the family. I did an Instagram live reveal on Friday, a young woman in Los Angeles who's from New Orleans. And we traced her to the Yoruba. The Yoruba are in the house. Welcome, everybody. Respect. Joseph, you got lots of words. All right. All right. So let's see. Do we have a question? No, we're going to talk about Angola. Our Africa segment is on Angola. You all, we've gone through almost all 54 countries. We don't have that many countries left. But we got 5 facts about Angola. There's one fact that's not on here. So, Angola had a Miss Universe. Does anybody remember that? Do you remember what year Miss Universe was from Angola? We need Monique. Monique hasn't. We gotta look. I'm gonna. What do you say? I'm gonna text Monique and see how she's doing. She would definitely have this answer. Very nice. Okay, so let me know if you know what year Miss Universe, the Angolan Miss Universe, and was she the first African Miss Universe? I feel like she might have been. Angola is approximately 480,000 square miles, making it about the same size as the country of Peru in South America. Angola has approximately 100 ethnic groups or tribes. The Ovumbundu, the Ambundu, and the Bakongo are the largest ethnic groups, and we find people from those groups. There are approximately 49 languages and dialects spoken in Angola. You all travel to other countries or know people from other countries and notice how they can all speak at least 2 languages. They can speak their mother tongue and English. And then here we come, only can speak English. As Americans, we generally can only speak English. And we come from cultures that have many, many languages and dialects. The official language, of course, is not an African language. It is a European language. It is Portuguese. And there are only maybe 2 or 3 Portuguese-speaking countries in Africa, if I'm correct. The capital of Angola is Luanda. I'm trying to be cool and not put on my glasses. It's unofficially known as the Paris of Africa because of its sophisticated culture and experience. And then Angola was the source for millions of enslaved Africans that were sent to Brazil during the transatlantic slave trade. So we see a lot of Angolan ancestry among Brazilians. She was Layla Lopes was Miss Universe in 2011. She was the Miss Universe from Angola. Yeah, we do have to do better. We have to do better. And Kareem says in America, you're forced to give up your identity. And that's why AfricanAncestry.com is so instrumental in our community, because it allows us to reconnect, to recover our identities. And it's just an honor for our entire team to be able to do this work to help you connect. So when we have ancestors that have recently joined the spirit realm, as some say, we try to acknowledge those ancestors during this time in our Facebook Live. And we've lost several notable Black men this past week. We lost the drummer Jimmy Cobb at the age of 91. He was the last living member of the Miles Davis Sextet. So definitely a legend. I'm wearing a drum-related t-shirt today, but you can't see it. We also lost brother Ahmaud Arbery. And you all know about that loss, not one that I have to revisit. And then one even more recently, George Floyd. And so our hearts and prayers go out to those young and older men who are now part of our ancestor our ancestor community. And may they rest in power, and our hearts and prayers go out to their families. Hey, Nick. Nick says, I'm finally catching you live. I always get the replay. Okay. Sent your samples in 2 weeks ago. Okay, Nick. We only have about 6 to 8 more weeks to wait. From when we get your swab, so maybe it's more like 7 to 9 more weeks, but I'm excited to have you. That's right. I forgot. So I have an Angolan lineage. My mother's grandfather on her mother's line. So my grandmother's father's line is Angolan. So I forgot. I'm representing for Angola today as well. Thanks, Mother, for that reminder. Joseph's in the kitchen cooking. Uh-oh. Watch out now. Let's see. Who else we got? Welcome, Nick. Thank you for being here. African Ancestry Challenge coming soon. Ooh, what's that, Percy? What's the African Ancestry Challenge? What is it? All right. So, I think everybody should take a moment of silence today after the live, just to reflect on not just the recent losses in our direct community, but also, if you all saw the Times on Sunday, they actually published the names of 100 to represent the 100,000 deaths that we've had during this pandemic. And so, of course, we aren't just African, but we're human. We're part of the human community, and we are all touched by this. So our hearts and prayers go out to all of the families who've lost loved ones and friends during this time. PC Hawa says Joseph is always cooking. So today, since today is the last live that we're doing for the month of May, we thought that we'd talk about rites of passage for African women. And now I really do need okay, here we go. Rites of passage for African women. We've been celebrating Africa this month. We've been celebrating Mama Africa. Ooh, I look like Whoopi Goldberg. We've been celebrating Mama Africa, and we talked about mitochondrial Eve as African women being the mother of civilization. We've talked about so many things related to mothers in Africa. And so many of our we wanted to focus on some of the matriarchal communities that exist in Africa today. So one of them comes from Ghana. This group is the Krobo people in Ghana. And they have a festival celebration to usher girls into puberty. The girls are trained in, of course, appropriate female behavior, personal grooming, domestic skills, dance, and the art of seduction while in a secluded area for 3 weeks. And then when they're presented to the community, it's a big festival and celebration. It's called DIPO, D-I-P-O. Now, what do we do here? What are some of the traditions? Did you guys have a Sweet 16? Has anybody who's watching gone through a rites of passage? I'd love to know what kinds of things you've done. We as a society mark a girl coming into womanhood with a party. And we've seen all of these things kind of take on a life of their own with my super Sweet 16 and, all these big, huge celebrations with lavish gifts and etc. for our young women. I'm not quite sure how much preparation or training or planning in terms of how to become a woman goes into that pre-Sweet 16 party planning. But if you all have done any things with the young women and girls in your lives, I'd love to hear about it. There's a group in Nigeria called the Ebeni, and their celebration is called Iria. Their call to womanhood in the form of a celebration of feminism for young girls between the ages of 11 and 13. This ceremony is usually performed by the girl's parents before marriage. So that means that these girls are getting married very young. The Ebeni people in in Nigeria. Sequoia said moms in America teach the young girls to twerk and TikTok. But that's true. That's true. I think we do need something here. And I want to encourage all of you that have young people in your lives to think about that. What kind of program or rite, for lack of a better word, could you and your family members create for the young people in your families that are coming into manhood or coming into womanhood? And you could look at the cultures that you share ancestry with to see how they do it. Are there things that you could pull out and share with the family? Even if you didn't want to do it, maybe at a just within your nuclear family, that's something you could add to a family reunion celebration. You could have the young people prepare something in advance and then have to share that with the family at the reunion. And then you have the whole entire family engaged in welcoming them into adulthood. That's quite an idea. I don't think we have any. Everybody in my family is either an adult or, well, we have a couple of teenagers. Mahawa says went through rite of passage in Sierra Leone. Nice. Yes, Kareem, the Mende in Sierra Leone have the Sandy Society for girls. And they also have the Poro Society that has an initiation process for boys as well. Sequoia says, he's seen Blacks celebrate Sweet 16 in Texas. Yeah, I don't know. I had a surprise party when I turned 16, but it was real low key. Like, I think maybe 4 or 5 friends came over and big fanfare to that. Whew, that was a long time ago. Okay, the next group we have is the Senufo people in Ivory Coast, known for very beautiful art. They have a ceremony called the Goron. Girls achieve initiation in a ceremonial dance called the Goron. The steps can be subtle yet complex and can take up to 6 months to master and are taught as the culmination of a girl's ritual instruction. So whoever said, I think it was Sequoia, whoever said we teach our girls to twerk and TikTok. I mean, dance is a part of our culture, and teaching dances are some of the things that our brothers and sisters on the other side of the Atlantic do to usher girls into womanhood. But I think there's some more to it besides just the dancing. Okay. What are you cooking, Joseph? We got all this conversation going on about Joseph's cooking. What are you actually making? And can you ship it? That's the other question. Can you ship it to DC via FedEx if it's good? All right. Then we've got I can never say this right, the XHOSA people. Oh, Ty's saying twerking is the Suku dance. Yeah, it is, but I don't think the intentions are the same behind that. Do you think the intentions are the same behind that, Ty? You should come on. Can you come on? You don't have to show your face. You could just show your picture. It's Ty, everybody. So do you think the intentions behind those two dances are the same?
Not necessarily, but they look awfully alike. And so even though the intention may not be the same, the body movement is the same. So I like to call it DNA memory.
Okay. Got it. Makes sense to me. Ty's here, everybody. You all can't see her face. Hosa. Yes, Avanti. See, I didn't want to say it wrong. I always say it wrong. Dance is in our DNA. Victoria's niece got her learner's permit for her 16th birthday. You got a lot of hey girl hays, Ty. Okay, so the Hosa people in South Africa, their ceremony for girls is called Intonjane. I'm sure I butchered that. Intonjane. It takes place after a girl has her first menstrual cycle. It's symbolic of a girl's ability to become a mother. It's when she's taught the ways of being a Hosa woman. The ritual takes 3 to 6 weeks, and several events take place during that period. So yeah, there's all sorts of things that these cultures have. I think there's some real good learnings in here, though. Sounds like 3 weeks is about a good amount of time, and there are various activities that you can engage in. We should do a show on rites of passage. Mama McKinney here in DC, she does rites of passage work with girls and women. I think we should get her on here to talk about that. I'm going to see if we can do that. Okay, let's see. So if you all haven't taken a matriclan test, we have matriclan test kits available at shop.africanancestry.com, and that test is going to trace the maternal ancestry of your family, mother to mother to mother to mother on back. If the result comes back African, then African Ancestry will place it in a present-day African country and ethnic group. And so we're going to give you far more specific information than any other test out there will, as it relates to where you're from in Africa. The test result is one that you can share with everybody in your family who descends from a woman on your maternal line. So everyone that comes from your mother, everyone that comes from your grandmother, everyone that comes from her mother and her mother and her mother, all of these people will share that result from just one test. We have an update. So you all know that as we were transitioning to being a remote office instead of being in our main office together, we have been emailing our results. And so people who ordered a test kit before May 25th have been getting will be getting their results via email, but will also get the hard copy once our office is back and fully staffed. But we got so much positive feedback from the email results that we decided to institute that as our policy. So anyone now, since Monday, who's purchased a test kit, your results will only be coming to you via email. And so that's an important distinction for people to pay attention to. Down the line, you will be able to order a hard copy of a result. You know, we sell personalized certificates, so you can always order a certificate and a very nice jacket that we have for you. But if you've ordered a kit or since May 25th, or all of you who haven't ordered who are going to order now, you'll be getting your results via email. Much easier and a quicker delivery method that also allows us to play our part in helping to maintain the environment and make our company more environmentally sustainable. So that's a new thing. We also have some amazing Facebook Lives coming up for you all next month. So June is Black Music Month. And we're going to be talking about all things related to Black music. So we're going to be digging into Afro beats. We have an Afro beats DJ coming on to talk to us about Afro beats. So if you all aren't familiar, if you've been curious, if you love it, but you don't know what you're listening to, or you love it and you know what you're listening to, and you always wanted to ask some questions of a DJ, you'll be able to do that on next Wednesday, June 3rd. And then on June 10th, we're going to be dissecting the djembe drum. And so we're going to have a member of Farafina Khan, Kwaku Sumbri, who's a master drummer, come on and talk to us about all things djembe. What is the djembe? How is it made? How is it used? How is it connected to the music that we love? and listen to today. So I'm excited about that one. We're going to be celebrating Juneteenth here at African Ancestry. And so the week of Juneteenth, we're going to talk to some of our African cousins about how they celebrate independence in their countries. So that's going to be a great conversation. And then the last Wednesday in June, I think that would be the 24th. Guess what? We got Dee Dee Bridgewater. The legendary jazz artist Dee Dee Bridgewater is coming on live with us to talk about Africa and DNA and identity, all within the context of an amazing CD that she made many years ago called Red Earth, a Malian journey. It's all music from Mali. She was so excited to find out where she was from, and she really was hoping she was from Mali. So if you haven't seen her reveal on our YouTube channel, check it out, or you can just wait until the end of June to find out where Ms. Dee Dee Bridgewater comes from. So I am excited about what's going on in June. Okay, so listen, PC says, what is the time to get it electronically? I still have my father's maternal to do. I need to prepare for the wait. I need to hire a counselor now. Girl, you are hilarious down there in Charlotte. So the time frame is the same. It's actually maybe even quicker. We've been turning those around even more quickly when we have them as email results. So give yourself about the same amount of time. And we had a counselor on IG Live yesterday. She's an African Ancestry family member. Her name is Rolitha Butler Hawa. So if you want to check her out, you can talk to her while you are waiting for your paternal results. Oh, we got birthdays in June. Okay. Joseph Myers is having a birthday. Nick says, I'd love if you all would do something with the National Museum of African American Music. You know what, Nick? That's an excellent idea. And I actually am connected to Henry Hicks. I'm going to reach out to him and see what they have going on. Maybe we can have him come on to one of our lives and at least talk about the museum. It's down in, it's in Tennessee. Is it Nashville or Memphis? I think it's Nashville. A new museum. I don't know if they've opened their doors yet, but they are doing some amazing work. And he is a fantastic leader that's leading them into doing some good things. Okay. Joseph Myers, you were showing off about you cooking. Everybody can make scrambled eggs. How are you gonna be bragging about making some scrambled eggs? That's hilarious. So the other thing we're doing next week, and I know a lot of you, Menelik, June 30th is my birthday. I think my results will be in then. Is that your real name? Oh, we got 2 birthdays on June 30th. Let me find out. The African Ancestry crew is a June crew. Sequoia and Menelik. June 30th. That's a Tuesday. Maybe you want to be our guest for oh no, we have our guest for IG Live on Tuesday. Let's figure out what we can do for you, Menelik, as a birthday celebration. But we need to know if that's your real name, because just DM us so we can get your kid ID and everything. Oh, okay. You're connected to the director of marketing for the museum, Nick. That was a great idea. Thank you for putting that out there. All right. So that's what I got. You guys got any questions for me? If you have, okay, we're all over the place. We got June, we got October, we got August, we got May. We need an African Ancestry birthday ritual. Got to add that to the list. African Ancestry birthday ritual, so we can celebrate the birthdays of our family members. Okay, y'all don't have any questions? If you don't have any questions for me, Joseph Myers said not everyone can cook scrambled eggs well. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. All right. If you guys don't have any questions, is it a certain time the results come to our email? Any day now. Okay. So what happens with the email results is you get an email letting you know that they're on the way. So you get an email 24 hours in advance. So you have time to prepare. If you want to get your family together, get a Zoom call going. If you want to record something, if you want to be ready for when you go live and share your results on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. You know, people do it all different kinds of ways. You have 24 hours to prepare. Then you get a second email within the next 24 hours that has the actual link to the results. So you don't have to open the email if you're not ready. It's not like you're going to open the email and they're going to be in your face. But you'll know that that's the results email. So if you're not ready to open it, don't open it. You have complete control over this. And once you do open it, then you go to the bottom of it. You'll see the link with the email, with the results. And surprise, you have your reveal. Let's see, what else you want to know? Yeah, Zoom call planning. I think that's a great idea. It's a good way to have your family involved since we're all distant these days. Share what, oh yeah. So if you guys have some ideas what can be in our African ancestry ritual, that would be cool. I really like that idea. And I need a drum too. I need a drum roll. We'll talk to. So on Instagram, okay, let me just tell you one more thing, then I'm gonna go. Next month on Instagram, we're pulling African ancestry fam who are musicians from behind the scenes and bringing them live. So we're going to have people like the drummer Will Calhoun, the singer and guitarist Jose James, DJ Salah Anant. We're going to have Jean Baylor. You all know the Baylor Project, or you may remember her from Jeanne. Jean Baylor's coming on to talk to us. We have Avery Sunshine coming on. Her husband, Dana Johnson, who is her musical director and amazing guitar player. We have Mesa, the jazz singer Mesa representing. And we have a super special guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is for June 30th. So for you June 30th, folks, you guys need to come on to IG Live. I got a special birthday gift for you guys over on African Ancestry on Instagram on June 30th. So there's so much we're doing. We'd love to see you here on Facebook or on YouTube or on Instagram or on all three. Check us out and let's see what we got, what kind of conversations are going to come up from the musical side of the African Ancestry family. Our Juneteenth is going to be on June 19th, Friday, June 19th. So we'll be celebrating it on that exact day. And Tama said, I got my email last week. Tama, what are your results? How are you just going to tell us you got your email and then not tell us your results? We want to know. I want to know. I don't know about everybody else. I want to know what your results are. Oh, we have somebody giving us love in Portuguese. So are you in Brazil? Casimiro, I feel like you've been on here before. In fact, I know you have. Astute, you are very good, but you don't understand. Oh, he's saying he likes it or they like it, but they don't understand English. Very well. Well, I can't understand Portuguese, but we got to work on this. Thank you, Yvette. I'm loving this lineup. I can't wait to talk to all of them. It's going to be very good. All right. Well, I'm going to go, and Joseph, you're gonna eat your eggs. Amos wants to know, can we do a segment on dual citizenship? That's a great idea. God, we got all these great ideas, and I don't have a pen, but hopefully Ty is keeping notes about what we can do. I think that's a great idea. We need to source some of the leading minds on what's going on in terms of dual citizenship. There's a lot more to dual citizenship than just getting a passport. I've said this before, but when you want to become a citizen of the United States, you have to learn history. You got to take a test. You got to do all sorts of things. And then you have to participate actively as a citizen. I don't know that people understand the value of citizenship when we talk about getting citizenship in Africa, I feel like a lot of the people that I hear from just want a passport, just want a place to be able to go. And that's cool, but I think we have a responsibility, particularly if we want to go back home. We have a responsibility to contribute. And so I hope that all of you who are watching have that framework, that mindset, that we're not just asking, but that we're ready to give and engage as a citizen in the country that we share ancestry with, and we get citizenship. Yeah, good point. My father made a good point. On Monday in the African Ancestry Online community, every Monday at noon, Diallo Sumbri hosts Talk Africa. And if you look at the show that was this Monday, that came up. The subject of dual citizenship came up with Rabbi Elohim, who is an African-American expat who now is a Ghanaian citizen. Has been there for for decades, actually. So I would definitely encourage you, if you are a member of the African Ancestry family, to go onto the online community and check that out. If you're not a member of the African Ancestry family, we would love for you to be a part of the family. And all you have to do is take an African Ancestry test. So you can go to shop.africanancestry.com. It's in our Facebook shop. Click on Matriclan Test or Patriclan Test and get started on your journey, which was one of the words of the day, to learning more about who you are based on where you come from. All right, everybody. Listen, Joseph's eggs made me hungry, so I'm out of here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for tuning in from Uganda and maybe Brazil and Senegal and Atlanta and LA and Texas and New Orleans and every place else that you all are from. I will be back on Instagram Live tomorrow at 5, and I'll be back here next Wednesday with Digging into Afrobeats. So I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. Be well.